So, I know this I'm vlogging on Monday, but, it's alright because it's Easter vacation. So, and I've only got, like, what, 2 subscribers on YouTube. It doesn't matter immensely. But, I promised myself I would do this every week. So, not getting good on my promises, even to myself. Alright, but anyways, as you can see from the, title up there, that I will be talking today about video games, card games, and TV series. And if you're wondering why I'm looking over at this part of my screen, it's because I have a set of like guidelines that I'm using to guide me through the video that I just typed out. Alright, so I'll show you a screen picture about like right here. Yeah. Alright, so first point, before we even start anything like video games and TV series, alright, uh, I don't like it when someone tells me to shut up. I find it extremely rude, just like in general, because, I mean, I haven't found one person yet that likes to be told to shut up. But yeah, really, it's just a rude thing to do in general. And then, when someone's like watching television and then they'll tell you to shut up because they want to see something on television. I'm like, really? Do you know how rude you're being? You've probably had it happen to you before, where someone's watching television, and they're like gawking at the television. You're trying to talk to them like, hey, hi, yeah, so that's really interesting what's going on up there. You know, I heard about that, and they're telling you, shush, 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 I'm watching this. And then my dad just did that to me, and the funny thing was, he was trying to show me something, and then I was trying to like say something to him, and he was like, shush, 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 shush. Like he wanted me to listen to the television. I was like, you know what? When you do that, I really am not that interested anymore. It's all right. That's enough of that. About like sometime last week, like right at the beginning of like right before spring break happened, like it was like Thursday, I think, was my first day off. So like Wednesday night, I was like, man, I'm really bored. I've got an Xbox. Not like an Xbox 360, but like the original Xbox. I still have one of those, and so I had a couple of games for it, and I was like, oh, why not? You know, and one of my favorite games to play was Yu-Gi-Oh! The Dawn of Destiny. It's basically it's just a dueling game where they put all the characters and their decks in, but there's not really like a storyline. It's just them dueling. So, I really liked that game, and I was like, God damn it, I love this game. And I was like, I got really into it again. So, it was like not but 2 days later, and I was like, I need to get myself a deck because I never really had a deck, and like all my friends at school are still like they still have decks, but they don't like carry them around, and there's not really no one actually uses them. And I was like, okay, let's go on Amazon, and I was like, there's a 500 pack of cards. So yeah, basically that's what I did. Once I got into like the whole dueling thing, I was like, I haven't seen that show in a long time either. And so what I did was I just went and like looked for the episodes online, and I found a whole bunch of like it was like a whole bunch of things that were on Hulu. Yeah, and then I started watching the show, and I got about like halfway through the first season of like the American version when I looked on like there's a wiki page for like a whole bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh things, and so it was like I searched Yami Yugi just cause, and they showed that he was like in the there was like a first series that they'd listed, and then there was a second series, and like because the first series was a whole different page, so I like control click, open a new tab, and then I started reading like the second series, and was like, this is what I'm watching right now, like. But that's his second season, so I'm like, what does the other one say? And it's like, it talks about this. The other page was like a season 0, where there was like a Japanese version of Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll put the links down to like both of the things in the description. Um, but yeah, it's really interesting. So I'm like, well, this is useless. I would watch like half the first season without watching like the backstory. So like, and then once I started realizing it kind of made sense, because there was like flashbacks and stuff that happened in the first series that were all um like stories I had no idea about. So now I'm starting to watch those, and it's difficult because they're all in Japanese, but they have English subtitles. Anyways, so yeah, I'm watching that, and so I'm really into that kind of stuff right now, and I guess that's like what's happening with me. Itchy, itchy. Yeah, that's about it. So I should stop the video now. Alright, bye. Although I am starting to learn some sign language, um, so, backstory, yesterday was Easter, so, I was talking with my cousin's wife, and, she was telling me about, how because they have a baby together, they had a baby together, and he's like less than a year old, and he's doing like baby sign language, but it's like American Sign Language, and so yeah, um, I was like really interested in it, and she showed me a couple of signs, and I showed what I kind of learned at school, because one of my friends has a mom that's like a signer. She's a professional like signer. His mom is, and so it's kind of fun. So I figured I was gonna show you some right now. So this is kind of like what I learned like while I was looking on YouTube. So I'm gonna kind of sign it, and then I'll be like translating it, like talking at the same time. So what's your name? My name is Andy. I'm bad trying to do the letters still. I can't do it very fast. So yeah. So what's your name? My name is Andy, and I've seen this two different ways. So there's like, how are you, or there's, how are you, and the responses to that, like, good or bad, and this is fine. This is also the sign for polite, like the word polite, and so yeah, fine, and this means sick, where you take your middle fingers, and then one goes on your chest and one goes on your head, and you kind of just tap, and that means sick, and which I am, because I've heard you. I think you guys have heard me going throughout my vlogs. So yeah, I've been sick for quite a while now. I'm getting over a cold. So yeah, and then this one I learned yesterday. This is airplane. Like, I don't know, if you like tap your leg, like as if you were calling a dog, like, to come up onto your lap. That's the sign for dog. Like, you just tap your thigh. And this is the sign for cat. You, like, that's the sign for cat. Or you can do it with both. Yeah. And this is a sign for sleep, where you kind of go, like, from here down to here, and then close your eyes in the process. It's mother, father, grandmother, grandfather. So yeah. And then, like, friend is 2 fingers. And then counting is weird because it's not like regular counting. So it's like your palm is facing you, and so you go 1. So hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I think it's, I don't know, is it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I can't remember if it's either 6 or 9, or this is 6 or 9, but yeah, and then this is 10, and then this is, okay, so 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. Just 20. And so yeah, that's all the stuff I was looking up yesterday. And then another thing that I was looking up, or not looking up, one of the some of the stuff my friend told me, and that I had learned already, like so your palm out with your thumb like this in the middle. This means bacon. Pretty useful. Where your palm, your open hand, and then you kind of make a cage-ish thing with your other hand, and then put it on top of your palm and go counterclock. You go back and forth. That means cookie. You take your arm, you take like a C, and then you go along your arm. That means cake. And then for some reason, I don't know why, but this means grass. Like, you rub the bottom of your palm on your chin. That means grass. I find American Sign Language pretty interesting. Yeah, that's it's really cool. So, oh wait, yeah, and then there's like 2 more things. It's like please, and then thank you. And so this is sign language for goodbye. So